YouTube. Annette Dion here. I'm the host and founder of the Psychic News Network. How are you doing? Alito flew an upside-down USA flag at his house. Yes, right. I know. Threw his wife under the bus. There's a place to start. How are you all doing? And I'm just reading the chat. He actually went to Barron's graduation. Remember I said he would do it just and stay just for a few minutes? All right. Welcome to the Psychic News Network. It is Friday, May 17th. You know how I remember the date? My parents had their 65th wedding anniversary yesterday, and they didn't remember. Okay. I'm going to start with, well, first of all, hello. Glad you're here. With pulling a few cards about the Supreme Court. So hang on one second. That's what I'm going to do. My nefarious cards are not handy at the moment, so we're just going to go ahead and read the Aquarian deck. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Because I've been moving things around and I can't find anything, and the nefarious cards have escaped my view. So we're going to read on the Supreme Court. And the reason that we're going to read on the Supreme Court is because we are in a situation where we don't have what the Supreme Court was meant to be. We have a corrupt system right now in the Supreme Court. So I'm going to pull three cards. Democracy Smurf is right here, and Elliot probably fell. Elliot's behind the chair. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. And Judy came back. They're back together. She came back. They're together again. I know you all were worried. So that's Elliot, the Democracy Elf, and Judy, and they're probably going to fall off. And here's the Democracy Smurf. He's going to fall off too. We don't have a Supreme Court in the sense that it's supposed to. The Supreme Court is supposed to see to it that we adhere to the United States Constitution, and that is certainly not what's happening. Yeah, so I know it's disturbing. Alito committed treason. Catherine saying, yep. Clarence Thomas, he just keeps criming away and, being corrupt, and he doesn't have any remorse at all, nor does Alito. So what we're going to do, they were complicit. They were complicit. Three cards about what's going to happen. Yeah, there's a lot of big news today. Elliot looks happy now. You can tell, huh? All right. Okay, about the Supreme Court. I'm just asking what's the energy there. They're not interested. We're talking about the corrupt justices. They're not interested in doing anything that has to do with their actual jobs. Thomas and Alito and Roberts somewhat. Those three. They are going to let the American people get used to it. That's kind of what they're figuring. Well, they'll just get used to it. We're not going to get used to it. But that's, in other words, they're not planning to change their evil ways. And the Two of Rods. They're not planning to budge. Alito's not planning to budge. I'm not saying that they won't be budged. I'm not saying that they won't be budged, but I mean like pressure on like Senator Whitehouse and such. But they're not planning to budge. They're not planning to soothe the emotions of the American people. Okay? And the Four of Swords is they have no interest or motivation or energy to go ahead and do the right thing. However, the Four of Swords indicates a health issue. And I'm attributing that to to Clarence Thomas. I'm getting there. I do have my pendulum. I lost my phone. My iPad's not working properly. Anyway. Is what I'm picking up on, is this Clarence Thomas? Yes. Clarence Thomas has a major health issue coming up, according to my psychic impression. And it's a strong one. That's a strong one. Oh, thank you, Tina. Yeah, I'm working on my space. I'm, doing a lot. I got so frustrated yesterday I started throwing things, but it's all good. It's good to get out of your system. Nothing broke. Yeah, really strong energy about Thomas having health issues. Okay? So just know that they're dug in. They don't care that they're not doing their job. The Supreme Court, these nefarious people on the Supreme Court. Clarence Thomas has a health issue coming up. And they're going to continue, for the time being, to not care about how this is affecting the emotional collective energy of the United States. Yeah. Yeah, Rose is getting a strong yes on that, on Thomas's health too. Oh, Cheryl, maybe you should all pitch in and help me get a new iPad. It's not the iPad's problem. It's not. It's Safari. Putting up two windows when I only need one, and I can't figure out how to get out of that. It's all good. It's all good. I just got two new iPads from Comcast, believe it or not. Brand new. 3, actually. It's another story. Biden signed an executive order to stop the GOP from getting a hold of the tapes of Biden interview with special counsel. Yeah, the special counsel lied. Robert Hur. Remember that? Did I hand my crystal in the window yet? Did I hand my crystal in the window yet? That doesn't make any sense. All right. Well, that kind of stinks. Let me look more specifically at Alito. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to pull 3 cards about Alito. Here's the thing. They will probably, actually, I've read on Clarence Thomas and Ginny and saw that they were, in a past life, they were royalty. They were king and queen. Clarence and Ginny were king and queen in a past lifetime. The other ones, I kind of get emperor energy. Alito, I'm getting Evil Emperor. I don't know what, when that was, but I've been thinking a lot about what happens to these people that have been so cruel and hurt so many in their next lifetimes. So we're reading on Alito right now. Actually, the pressure is going to be on Alito. I know he doesn't care, but there's going to be, this is interesting, there's going to be an uprising against Alito. I'm not really sure what it looks like, but there's going to be an uprising against Alito. This is not going to go unchecked. The Four of Pentacles is he's being paid, not just by the American people. And the Queen of Swords, I see some, this is interesting. I see the females that are doing their job, the female justices on the Supreme Court, kind of stepping up. So let's see what happens with that, because I kind of feel like, like Ketanji Brown Jackson and Sotomayor and the other one, Coney Barrett. I kind of feel like Amy Coney Barrett's just kind of like mamby-pamby a little bit. They didn't take up the issue of immunity for Trump yet, unless I missed something. So as far as Alito goes, I don't feel, I feel that there will be more investigations. Now, we can look further into it. The female justices on the Supreme Court are actually, I'm getting the sense of being dug in and just kind of putting the hammer down and being like, speaking up, saying something. I think it's time for a group hug. It is. Let's do a group hug. And in this group hug, let's think about more and more American people wanting to get involved and getting involved. All right? 1, 2, 3. Group hug. All right. A hard no to immunities. Yes, but see, what I'm asking right now is, weren't they supposed to take that up? Well, they should have never taken that up. But they decided to take up the issue of presidential immunity, and we all just had a big fit because it meant that they were okay with Trump committing crimes. We have a dad joke. Do you know milk is the fastest liquid on Earth's pasteurized before? Hang on. Did you know milk is the fastest liquid on Earth? It's pasteurized before you even see it. Pasteurized. Got it. I got it. But bum. Kitty Holler loves your affirmation. You love the affirmations. Good. Thank you for joining and being a member. Yeah, Jasmine Crockett was amazing last night. I was just, I could, as far as what went on in that hearing last night, what these Putin Republicans are doing right now is highly disturbing. Highly disturbing. Kitty Holler's making a comment that Kitty Holler likes the affirmations. When you become a member of my channel, you get an affirmation every single day. And I was on Insight Timer earlier. It's an app. And they have a quote every day, and it said something about starting the morning with a positive thought is very, very powerful. So become a member. All right. I'm going to look at, I'm kind of stuck on the Supreme Court thing. All right, let's switch to the Witch's Tarot. No nefarious cards tonight. I think I put them in the other room, and I don't want to go look for them. Everything moves when you move. I'm going to choose 3 cards. Yes, of course, Marjorie Trader Green causes a chaos on purpose. That's what she does. That's just like, I'm having one of these moments like, I thought everyone knew that. Maybe not everyone knows that. Okay, I'm going to pick 3 cards on the Supreme Court. I'm just a little bit stuck on this right now. What's the outcome going to be? It's very disturbing when you find out that people that were entrusted with our government are committing treason all over the place. All over the place. The world is watching. The Supreme Court, the nefarious people on the Supreme Court are connected to a foreign enemy. See the world? Connected. But I'm actually seeing action. I'm not seeing this being, I'm not seeing the status quo continuing on the Supreme Court. I am not seeing the status quo continuing. So let's just ask this. Yeah, you know, a lot of you are talking about Marjorie Trader Green and Jasmine Crockett. She's a heinous human being. Anyway, are we gonna see shifts and changes on the Supreme Court? Oh yeah. We're gonna see some shifts and changes. All right, everyone send Debbie some love. All right? Everyone send Debbie some love. She needs some love and upliftment. That's why we're here. Dad joke, why shouldn't you ever make fun of a paleontologist? Because you will get Jurassic kicked? Where's my bell? You'll get Jurassic kicked. I love it. Let's light a candle. Hang on. We need a candle. We need a white light candle. This is a new one. It has a seashell on it. Oh my goodness. We're together. That's what matters. All right. We're together. That's what matters, right? You know what? We've been quiet long enough in America. You agree? We have been just, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Not anymore. We have had enough. You know, like when you were growing up and your mother just had it. If you grew up in a big family like me. Do that one more time and you'll be sorry. That's where we are moving towards. Don't test us, Supreme Court. We are quite done with these shenanigans. Time to march in the streets. It's time for us all to activate. Grassrootsofdemocracy.com. Tomorrow is our work session. We do 25-minute sprints of just doing postcards, petitions, catching up. Take that time on Saturdays. Join us. And please join my Substack. Go to Substack. I write articles 3 times a week. And it's under Grassroots of Democracy group. I need people to subscribe, even if you already get the newsletter. Tomorrow is a new day. Yes, thank you, Terry. And thanks to Terry, who's set up StreamYard for me tonight. Much appreciate. Well, I'm thinking of it. No, Finding Willis is not going to be removed. Well, I'm thinking of it. We are scheduled to do a Spirit Talk podcast on Tuesday with Kathy Beal, our resident astrologer. But she needs to let me know if 2 people booked sessions with her. If they haven't, we're not going to do that. EmpowermentUnlimited.net. Provided she gets 2 people that book readings. All right. Terry, you're getting some thank yous. We're spreading the love around tonight. I'm going to take a peek and see where the moon is. Hang on a second. Today is the 17th. The moon is in Virgo. It's a very grounded day. Okay. Thomas, you're predicting that I'm going to yell at poor Warren? I haven't yelled at Warren once yet. The new moon is in the sky. Yes, that's where the moon is. It's going to be full next week, I believe. I don't know. I'm kind of like a little disoriented on the astrology. I kind of lost track. The moon's in Virgo. Okay. Catherine's telling us how to make vanilla vodka. There you go. Is there a reason? Takes 2 years. I don't know if people can wait that long. All right. Warren needs a preemptive hug. We just did a hug. Are you just coming on? All right. Let me choose 3 cards about. Where did I put my nefarious people cards? I guess, oh, hang on. I just saw them. We can't be reading about these treasonous traitors with just regular cards. My backdrop here is a little bit slippery, slidey because, I use a different fabric on my chair. So here's Elliot and Judy saying hi. Judy's been away for a while. I saw on Midas Touch today if the American people don't know what's going on, they need to know what's going on. Tomorrow's the 40th anniversary of Mount St. Helens eruptions. Hang on a second. Okay. Did you guys see this? What happened today was today or was yesterday? The Putin Republicans, the treasonous traitors, insurrectionist election deniers in our government, have been harassing the United States judicial system, the judges and the prosecutors. Did you guys see this? No, Ellie and Judy are fine. They just were separated for a while. And our friend Judy made their lovely clothes. When Silver Surfer and Iron Man team up, what do you call them? Alloys. It's taking me forever to tell you this. Because I think I don't want to tell you. I don't know if you saw the penis balloons. All right? I said it. Are you guys with me? Did you see this? You saw this. There aren't enough words that I can even say. There aren't enough words in the English language for me to tell you all how low life these people are. The bottom of the barrel, and every single time you think they can't go any lower, they go lower. Yeah, Amy, you're being very kind. How juvenile. It is. I cannot even believe it. So if you missed this, I don't know who did it, but they had like a U-Haul truck filled up with penis-shaped balloons with a picture of all the judges that are on the Trump's cases, trials, all the prosecutors, including Jack Smith. And they were floating all these balloons over New York City like a bachelorette party, I guess. I can't even believe it. I can't. It's a total. I think that our democracy I think that if we don't send a really resounding, strong message to the rest of the world as a country, that we are not that, that we are better than that. These people are being paid by you and me. These people are being paid by you and by me. And they're blowing up penis balloons with pictures of the judges and the prosecutors working on the criminal, most crime-ridden person in American history, who happened to be in the White House, who colludes with our enemies and sells our top secret intelligence, and we're paying them. Anyway, I am so angry about this. Not mushroom shake. But first, I'm going to pull 3 cards on Marjorie Trader Green. I mean, seriously, if you're not furious, you're not paying attention. If somebody that I knew did that, I would never speak to them again. Who paid for that stunt? Guess who? And they left their posts as if like they do us any good at all. They called for a hearing of Merrick Garland to say that he was in contempt of Congress, because even though Merrick Garland, the DOJ, provided them with the transcripts of the corrupt Robert Hur report in which he lied about Joe Biden, they wanted the audio so they could distort it to use it for their money, grifting thing. And so they called for a hearing that they didn't even show up to. Traitors to America, seriously, that they didn't even show up to until they came back from New York, after they all dressed like Donald Trump and claimed that what's going on is a crime against Donald Trump. And then they all got into it. Marjorie Trader Green, that's who I'm reading on right now. I'm sorry, I'm not okay with this. They absolutely take their orders from Putin. They absolutely take their orders from Putin. And Putin's over there in Russia going, ooh, yeah, go Marge, go Jim Jordan, go. And we're going to sit here and take it? I don't think so. Every one of us here needs to join Grassroots of Democracy, join other organizations, join all of them. We are not putting up with this crap. I mean, if we are, it's very unhealthy, very unhealthy. Marjorie Trader Green. The Wheel of Fortune means things are going to change for Marge. Interesting. The picture of Marge and her, what's behind her is very, very, very clear to somebody. And the message is very, very strong that's being sent. I mean, this is like a new level. Like I was saying recently, they're telling us who they are. They're telling us they're not going to concede when Trump, who I don't even see on the ballot, they're telling us that they're not going to concede. They're going to just only accept a Trump win. They're going to only accept a dictatorship. What do you call a flea in France's... What do you call a flea in France? A parasite. Thank you for throwing me off my rant. They're showing us what they're going to do. They're telling us that they're going to conduct a coup. And what Marjorie Trader Green is doing right now makes it resoundingly, undeniably clear. 3 years ago, I was saying they should all have signs on their backs, taped to their backs, to say, I work for Putin. Over 3 years ago. Marjorie Taylor Greene lost her place. I'm telling you, Trump doesn't do drinkers. I don't. What do you mean by that? What? Catherine, you lost me. I almost feel like what's going to happen in the very near future. I've told you a few weeks ago that we were going to see the words Russian propaganda a lot. We're going to hear the words. We're going to see the words Russian propaganda a lot. But this is absolutely clear what Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing. Trump thinks Marjorie Taylor Greene is a drunk. Laurenbber has been like really, really drunk on occasions where she was asked to leave certain places, not just the Beetlejuice, that whole fiasco. What was black and white and red all over a newspaper? Oh, that's an old one, Marilyn. They're working for Vladimir Putin. It's really devastatingly sad to hear how much ground was lost in Ukraine against Russia. What was on Inside Edition? Yeah. I didn't think that Trump wouldn't go to Barron's graduation. I thought that he would go and stay about half an hour to an hour. No morals in the GOP, MORALS, no morals in the GOP. It's beyond no morals. They're treasonous traitors. They're working for the enemy. Okay, so we're going to read on the fallout from... It was like being in middle school when two girls are about to brawl. But Jasmine Crockett, it will be below her. She would not do that. Jasmine Crockett would not do that. Trump stayed for the whole thing. Told you he had to save face. Well, how long was the whole thing? Because after a graduation, parents who are really parents, they would stay, they would take you out to dinner, they would have a party, right? So I'm actually going to pull 3 cards about the aftermath of that. I don't even know what they were trying to accomplish. So they came back from New York and they had their hearing late at night. They made the Democrats wait and, go to the hearing. Oh, no problem, Gina. Yeah, as far as Marjorie Taylor Greene, it's clear as clear can be that she's working for Putin. The question is, what are we going to do about it? The fallout from that debacle. The Republican Party is over. It's over. The Republican Party is over. Don't take these literally. They're just characters from like world history. The fallout, the aftermath of what happened last night. Okay, now I feel like I just want to say, everybody get the memo. The Republican Party no longer exists. Number 1. The Republican Party is dead. We no longer have 2 parties in our government. The Republican Party is dead. They've hung it up. They've ruined everything for their party. The 9 of Swords. Yeah. The Republican Party is done. You heard it here. It's over. It's not the Republican Party anymore. It is clear as can be. So these are the moments of actual truth. The other thing is that they're conducting a coup. Those are 2 things that I know for sure, psychically. And we need to act accordingly. We cannot go out and keep going on as a nation, pretending like we're the old America. We need to pay attention and look at it for what it is at face value. What is Liz Cheney up to these days? That's a good question. Let's ask what Liz Cheney is up to. Actually, Now that you say that, we've gone beyond the whole idea of policy, whether we agree with somebody's policies. We've gone beyond that, okay? Liz Cheney, I don't feel like she is going to just take this sitting down. Can I tell the media that? Because they are acting like it's normal. Electra Storm, don't get me started. I write to MSNBC weekly. And I hope that you guys do too. So Electra Storm, I know that you're going to say right now that you're telling the media to tell the truth, right? You can tell me right now. Can you tell the media that? Because I'm already telling the media that. And I'm not picking on you. I just know, I feel really strongly and passionately, not enough people are speaking up. Not enough American people. I'm not pointing to you. But I know currently not enough people are paying attention. Case in point, if you think about people that are around you in your life right now, how many are talking about what's happening? Because that will tell you. Are you bringing it up with your family? Okay. So, Liz Cheney. So angry. So we need to come together. Like my new song. I should put that one on the my song about January 6th is on the grassrootsofdemocracy.com website if you want to have a listen. It's not finished, but it's finished enough. Liz Cheney. I'm reading on Liz Cheney. I have the Justice card. I have the Four of Pentacles. She's got something up her sleeve. Liz Cheney has a plan up her sleeve to fight the evil. I think she's going to do it behind the scenes. Not in the limelight. And this is what I'm getting about Liz Cheney. She's been talking to her dad, and her dad knows a lot about what these, I guess we're going to call them PRs, Putin Republicans, but they're not Republicans. We'll have to think of the Traitor Party, the TP. It sounds like toilet paper. The TP, the Traitor Party, or the POT, the Party of Traitors, the POT Party. The GOP are so blind to what damage they're doing to their party. Angela, are you serious? Do you think that they don't know? I mean, do you really think they don't know that they're destroying the Republican Party? Because they most certainly do know what they're doing. Just saying. I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying. Liz Cheney is working to keep Trump out of the White House. I just highlighted you, Warren, and I just kind of did it by accident. Look, you've gotten highlighted. See? Don't say that I never did anything for you. I do get that. She's working to keep Trump out of the White House. She is. She's not just saying it. She is. Marjorie Taylor Greene is losing influence. Her value is diminishing quickly. I did see that a few weeks back. I saw her like just lost and abandoned. For some reason, my chat is not scrolling. Liz Cheney is a smart woman. Are you talking like me? She's forming her own party. Let's look at that. Let's look at, if you ever feel discouraged, remember, there are a lot of smart people with lots and lots of money and influence that are working for the good too. Is Liz Cheney starting a new party? Yeah, I actually get yes. And I get that. Are you saying that because it's factual? Because I do get this, because I didn't know that for a fact, but I do get that she's forming her own party. I feel that that's true. Biden passed a bill to downgrade marijuana. That's a really good thing. There's no reason that people should be in prison for weed. It's a waste of resources. The Lincoln Project, yeah, but I'm talking about a new party. Maybe there'll be something called the Party of Lincoln, an actual Party of Lincoln, not what they're doing. Let's read on Fani Willis, because I did promise that. Please hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. You thought you heard Congress was going to veto Biden's executive order. Which one? I got lost. Okay. Fani Willis. What I get about Fani Willis herself is that she's praying for the best, whatever the highest, best outcome is. All right. I missed the dad joke. I don't see her being off of this case. I do see her being offered a choice to be off of the case. I do see that. What is Jabba the Hutt's middle name? The. What would we do without each other? What would we do without each other? We'd be going crazy. Thank you for being here. Fani Willis is a strength card. She's no slouch. We know that. The Knight of Cups. It looks like actually Judge McAfee wants her on the case. And oh, interesting. This is interesting because what I get about Fani Willis is that she has some inside information that the loser is going down. I feel like the judge would prefer that she stay on, and the strength card is coming up. Fani Willis has a lot of support. Dad joke. Did you hear about Johnny Depp's new pirate movie? It's rated R. It's ARG. ARG. I think there actually is a new pirate movie with Johnny Depp, unless I saw that wrong. Happy birthday, Marilyn. I missed that. Tyrannical Republicans undermining moral principle. Trump. Oh, good one. Tyrannical Republicans undermining moral principle. That's good, Chuck. Did you make that up? That's great. Hashtag Putin puppet. Yeah, honestly. Let's see what's going to happen to Laurenbber. Is it just me, or did you see those losers at the I'm going to work on some creative names for them. At the court in New York, I literally felt nauseous. Seeing what they were doing. Thank you, Chuck, for the quotes. John likes the dad jokes there, Thomas. Laurenbber. And they think they're really something. They think they're really something. They think they're special. Toxic red tide buffoons. Toxic red tide buffoons. I thought I saw balloons. Laurenbber's fate. And they were all criminals. They've all committed crimes. And we're watching the United States of America having all these people in our government that are criminals. There's a band playing somewhere. Laurenbber. There's a change in Laurenbber's fortune, not for the good. She's looking for, I can't show you this card totally, but Laurenbber is looking for allies. She doesn't really have any, and she's pretending that she has allies, but people don't really like her. Even the maggots. Sorry. So she's got a change of fortune. Laurenbber has a change of fortune. She's noticing people they're not wanting to be around her. And the Two of Swords indicates that she's feeling a little like not really knowing what to say, not really knowing which way to turn. But she will err on this. Laurenbber will err on the side of what's going to give me the most attention. You know, I love her. She acts like, oh well, and she uses these words and she doesn't even make any sense, and puts her glasses on like, I'm so important. I'm so important. I'm Laurenbber. I'm so important. What I have to say is so important. And she says like nothing. She should be in prison. You love the stuff on the cards? It's pretty gruesome. Did I hear that Greg Abbott all of a sudden remembers he's part of the United States? He's asking for help for the storms. Yeah. I'm very disturbed at how little these storms are being covered. Star Wars dad joke. Why does Darth Vader always sound so angry when he breathes? He's always venting. That's like me tonight. Yeah, well, you know, I was thinking about Greg Abbott today because these people are absolute monsters. These people are absolute monsters. He pardoned a hardened criminal who shot somebody in cold blood, a Black Lives Matter protester. I don't know the guy's name. I read it. I don't want to retain the guy's name. You can put it up there if you want. Next week marks the shooting at Uvalde. Is it the 2nd year anniversary? When I think of Greg Abbott, I think about what happened at Uvalde. Remember the big mystery of why nothing happened that should have happened? I'm not going to get into it too much. But I just want to tell you that after that, we all know Greg Abbott did nothing to help the situation. But he did go to an NRA convention a mere few days later. I'm going to actually read on Greg Abbott. And now he's wanting federal aid because his state is suffering. But I thought they wanted to secede from the union. I thought he wanted to secede from the union. Right? What is 4 wheels and flies? A fairly in a car? A fairly in a car. Don't make me think! Greg Abbott. Boy, being here in the club and restaurant district makes me feel like I should go listen to some music. 800,000 people in Houston are still without electricity. Oh my goodness. Greg Abbott. It's a matter of time before he starts. He's gonna, you know, when you exude so much evil, it's really bad for your health. I don't feel like Greg Abbott is gonna remain healthy, physically healthy. He's being paid by the big oil barons. It's going to be found out if it hasn't already been found out. And the reason that Greg Abbott is in that position is because he bought that position, or he was bought. Greg Abbott is a selfish mini wannabe Trump. Oh, he's a monster. Bad dad joke. What do you get when you put your pet in your car? A carpet. A carpet. Well, I'm thinking of it. The course that I'm teaching tomorrow that starts tomorrow, based on a book that's not published yet that I wrote about releasing religious guilt. You can sign up at psychicannetteDion.com if you would like to take that course. There is a tuition fee. There it is. Wow, just like magic. This is the only time I'm going to be teaching this course. It's a 6-session course. All right. Wanted to let you know about it because it starts tomorrow and it runs for 6 Saturdays in a row. You get guided meditations. You get the book. As soon as you register, you get the book. We have discussions. It's a 2-hour class for 6 weeks. You should really check it out. Dad joke. What happened when the man crashed his expensive car? He found out how a Mercedes Benz. But bum. How on God's earth did it get to be almost an hour already? I have no idea. Wow. Dad joke. What happened when the man... Oh, I already read that one. I don't know. I'm going to have to go down to the beach and put my feet in the sand. Grounding. Need some grounding. All right. I'm going to pull 3 cards about our democracy. I'm going to use the Aquarian Tarot for this. Are you guys going to do something fun this weekend? Because, we really do need to start. We really do need to start figuring out, how to have fun. If I start ranting at 7 and the rant goes on for 1 hour, time will fly. I haven't been only ranting, but ranting is part of the show. I need to get my own drum set and sound effects for the dad jokes, I know. But doesn't really cut it. Plan something lovely. A baby reveal party for your grandchild. Missing binder was passed to Ginny Thomas. It is at Thomas's house, safe from subpoena. So, Catherine, are you saying that because you read on it? Because I thought that Mark Meadows had it. I'm going to pull 3 cards about our democracy, about the American people and our democracy. Cat sitting. All right. About our democracy. I feel like the January 6th case is going to be before the election. I feel like the picking on the justice system and picking on the judges is going to cause them to buckle down even more in terms of what the outcome of these trials is going to be. Right now, they're weighing it out. Like Judge Merchan, who could have put Trump in jail. But you see what's been happening when he pushes back, then all the minions, all the clones, the Trump clones show up, and they have penis balloons with their faces on them. So yeah, the posse is on Jack's. Yeah, that's the indictment list for sure. We fire signs tend to rant, of course. Well, other signs rant too, though. It depends. I'm going to go back to these cards because, the dark cards. Because I want to see what Trump is going to do. I mean, I think this Manhattan case winds down on Monday, it seems. Red ties replace the brown shirts. It's that bad. It's that bad. I'm just going to look at the outcome. Simpler questions are better, Warren. I'm looking at the outcome for Trump next week. For him, specifically. The Tower card. I think he's going to be found guilty because the Ace of Swords is a sword of truth. I think he's going to be found guilty. The sword of truth is here, and the Ace of Wands. It's interesting. It's kind of like the beginning of the end for Trump. It feels like the beginning of the end. Dad joke. What do you call a person who refuses to pass gas in public? A private tutor. You're right. I do need a drum sound. I'll have to look that up. Will Trump go directly to jail? He won't go directly to jail. I can ask the pendulum, but I don't feel like it'll be. Trump doesn't go directly to anything when it comes to justice. Will he go directly to jail? No, he won't go directly to jail. Closing this coming week. Okay. I without saying it out loud, I asked if he would be found guilty, and I have a yes. Can't find a drum sound. I don't have a drum machine. Remember those? Remember those? I remember when drum machines came out. They were like really a novel thing. All right. Like, what is that? What's wrong with the real drummer? Anyway. Yeah, he'll appeal like you. Okay, let's read that. Will he appeal when he's found guilty? Why am I getting a no on that? Maybe he won't appeal it. That's weird. I'm going to pull 3 cards about the energy of the entire thing in Manhattan. What sound does the bong make? What are you talking about? Dad joke. I have house names Maya, sometimes Maya neighbors. Maya nights. What? I have a house names Maya? I'm lost. The 3 cards on. No way does he not appeal, but I'm not a lawyer, so I didn't get that an appeal, so maybe it'll be an appeal that won't work. The energy of the whole entire thing has Putin's fingers all over it in terms of the crime. The energy of the whole entire thing. Buckle down. It's not going to be an easy day. It's not going to be an easy day. Is something going to happen to Trump because there's no way he will not appeal? Well, I don't know. I think maybe because I'm not a lawyer, I can't accurately tell you exactly what I'm saying. But if it's an appeal, it won't work. Yeah, Betty's saying you just can't appeal because you don't like the verdict. I guess that's what I'm picking up. They asked for mistrials twice so he can appeal it. I'm not really getting an appeal. I'm getting it's going to be a hard day. Will he out and out be found guilty? Yeah. We will know. We will know by next week. Warren's right. There's the defense has nothing. The defense has nada. Maybe his attorney will quit. Let's ask that. Is that you, Terry? Are you in the chat? You see Terry H. Oh, I'm getting a yes on his attorney quitting. That's interesting. Yeah, Michael Cohen was good, but the media is still bashing him. Trump is going down. I can feel it. I agree with you. Let's. Wait, what was I going to read on? The attorney can't quit. He can only be removed. Why couldn't he quit? If he wanted to just be done, he could just walk. Is the attorney going to quit? I'm getting he's done. Trump's attorney, I think he's just done. Is it possible he'll find a way to wriggle out of a guilty verdict? Well, you know that he's going to call out all his minions, and this is a witch hunt. It's like by crooked Joe Biden, by, it's election interference. It's a projection. Okay. Yeah, Trump's lawyer. It's not doing too good. Let's pull 3 cards on him. Why is his name escaping me at the moment? That's weird. What's his lawyer's name? I don't know where it went. Maybe I don't want to think about him. Blanche. I wanted to call him something else. Bobblehead Blanche. He looks so unhappy. Thank you. He looks so unhappy. I got the death card on the lawyer. On Blanche. I got the death card. The 8 of Pentacles. It was all... It did not help his career. I'll put it that way. It did not help his career. Cran Blanche. No, I immediately got the death card. He thought it was going to help him, but it didn't. He's still... Todd Blanche is still deluding himself into thinking that, well, maybe this is a good thing, but it wasn't. Yeah. Oh, wow. I know. I heard he gave up a good career, and he will regret it, because this has ended Blanche's career. He looks exhausted, and he looks, Todd Blanche, you mean? He looks, when he's standing there with Trump, he looks so unhappy. Make attorneys get attorneys. Let's pull 3 cards before we go. Let's pull 3 cards. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I just want you all to know that I'm considering it a badge of honor that I have low views. I'm serious. I'm not going to fight with YouTube anymore. It's not even worth it. I'll just keep doing what I do and hanging out with you guys, and I'm not even going to care about the numbers. But thank you for subscribing. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And please share the video if you feel like there's good information here that somebody might want, or if you know somebody who wants to join the party. We all know each other. We're like a family. So please share. All right, I'm gonna read specifically on the party. What did I call them? The party of traitors. The pot party. We're going to call them the pot party. The party of traitors. And I'm just going to read on how it's going to turn out for them. The party of traitors. We're going to call them the pot party. We're going to call them the pot party. I like that. And how that little stunt went for them. The aftermath of that stunt. I'm going to ask it like this. what's the effect on the populace? What do people think about that? You like the pot party? The party of the party of traitors, the party of treason. Sarah with an H. I'm still on Cape Ann. Sarah with an H. I'm still. That's where I am. The aftermath, like the effect on the American people of the stunts that the party of traitors pulled over the past couple days. The Speaker of the House went there. Where is Rudy hiding? We read on Rudy the other night. It looked like he was on a bender. The bunch of crackpot party. Yeah, that works. Well, it definitely shone a light. It's shown a light. The American people are not happy. The moon card is indicative of the American people are very highly emotional over what happened. The temperance, we're just waiting, kind of hanging in there, waiting to see what they're going to do next. But the sun is indicative. I can see your boobies. The sun is indicative of it. Really is putting them in the spotlight, and it's not going to go well for them. I mean, it's one thing if you're the cult leader and you have so many MAGA people who drank the Kool-Aid. That's one thing. You know, Trump has his people that are just all MAGA and they're underinformed and they don't know what they're in. And they'll always go with Trump. But as far as these other ones, it's not like Matt Gaetz has a fan club. It's not like Marjorie Taylor Greene has a fan club or Laurenbber. They're the laughing stock. So I think because their stunts are so outlandish, I mean, come on, penis balloons with judges' faces on them and prosecutors' faces on them. What are you guys talking about? Blue bong party? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's wrap up with a few. This is the fastest show ever. To book a reading, please know that my income is 100% dependent on you booking psychic readings, and it's a win-win. PsychicAnnetteDion.com. At the end of my show, after I leave, Terry's going to show a little slideshow. And I think we have it set up that the background music is one of my songs called New World. Right? Is that right, Terry? Did we get that set up? That's on my first record. Please go to grassrootsofdemocracy.com if you want to listen to the song about January 6th and share it, please. Why are we all talking about bongs? I don't know. 3 cards for the weekend. Oh, you're saying I have one of those classy bongs? Yeah, they're too much work. Anyway, I was going to send mine to Damon. It's Friday. Be happy. We're happy. Damon sending me a balloon. I don't want one of those balloons. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes. Project 2025. Don't even give it any energy. Don't even give it any energy. Rose, you're funny. Okay, 3 cards for the weekend. Church of Spirituality has its own channel now. Damon's like, okay. You want me to send it to you? We're renovating the house and the first floor is going great, but the second floor is another story. Wait, you need a bell. You get a bell. Thank you all for making the gathering so much fun. Church of Spirituality has its own channel. It's at Church of Spirituality on YouTube. Just type it into the search bar. If you want to receive the program, the link will be in the program. Go to Church of Spirituality, churchofspirituality.online if you want to sign up to receive the program. Oh, I do have tea leaves. I totally forgot. Betty loves church. As I said before, when you become a member, you get an affirmation every single day in your inbox. I'm using this cup tonight. And it's really hard to see, so I'm just going to tell you what I see. And I'm going to pull 3 cards. Well, see, I have a pen. It looks like a troll under a bridge. It also looks like a moose. That looks like a baby. And what I'm seeing there, a troll under a bridge and a baby. I feel like there's some behind the scenes things going on. This is positive. To fight back on the women's rights bans. That's what I'm going to call it. The women's rights bans. And I also see progress on gun reform laws. So that's good too. There are some good things happening, people. I see it in the tea leaves. Yeah, we'll spend more time with the tea leaves next time. Okay? Remind me. Because I want my other cup, because it's kind of hard to see. Over the weekend, it's going to feel like we push back, and then they push back, and then we push back, and then they push back. It's going to feel like we're tied in terms of influence. Does that make sense? So these are the cards like for the energy of the weekend. If the media were being truthful, it would be unanimous. A large, huge percentage of the American population would be like, these people need to go. But because the media is skewed, we have kind of an even like pushing back, and then they push back, and then we push back, and then I'm talking about the pro-democracy people and the pro-Putin people. I hate that I'm even saying this, but it's going to feel like not gaining any ground, kind of. And we're going to start to make the connections between what's happening in the United States and in the rest of the world. There's going to be a lot of news coming about Russia and China and Ukraine. And I'm telling you, I'm just seeing things becoming very crystal clear. Just here's what's going on, and it's pretty undeniable. We have amazing house members that'll fight for us. Yeah, and we have to support them. So, just to give you a little rundown, hang on. My wife asked me to put ketchup on the grocery list. What? And now I can't read what else is on it. They're also original there, Thomas. It's great. Yes. I don't think Mercury is retrograde. No, there's just a lot going on. It's a lot. It's a lot to follow. Watch Midas Touch. Wish Ben Mycelis a happy wedding weekend. Let's have some fun. Book a reading. Just hang in there, everybody. So I'm going to go, and I want everybody to keep the faith and to get involved in grassrootsofdemocracy.com. Please join us. It's up to us to save our democracy. This is our moment. All right? That's all I have for you tonight. Thanks for coming. I can't believe I've been here this long. All right? The solar flares are going. Just keep riding the wave. Take really good care of yourselves, okay? Promise? Namaste. See you later. Hang on to listen to my song.
I have sailed upon these waters, put my stakes into this land. There haven't been many others who can explore the way I can. I am a man of unconventionality.